Hello and welcome to the Blackpool FC Championship Preview Show. I'm Jed Mills and here's what's coming up on the first episode of the season. We'll look ahead to Saturday's opening match of the season at Bristol City as the Seasiders play their first match at this level since 2015. Summer signing Reece James discusses his move to Bloomfield Road. Neil Critchley shares his thoughts on the trip to Ashton Gate. Plus, we'll hear from one of the stars from last season, Luke Garbett. There was only one person who we could have with us in the studio today, and that is, of course, this man.
Lincoln get back. Embleton is still there in the D. Dougal shoots left foot. He scores! The Australian Edward ripped it into the corner of the net. Rips it in. It's gone a long way across the box. Jerry Yates wants to turn. Instead, Dougal! Oh! Kenny Dougal! What his second of the game!
I'm delighted to welcome into the studio today Blackpool's playoff final hero. A very warm welcome to Kenny Dougal. Kenny, welcome to the preview show. Thank you very much. First time on. Well, let's go back to last season and that playoff final and just that whole sense of occasion. Just what was it like for you straight away?
Well, obviously, on a personal note, you probably couldn't have scripted it any better. Me scoring 2 goals and then obviously getting promotion. But I think the whole day was special, not just for myself, but for the whole team, the whole club, the whole town. It was just a special day, you know, after all the struggles they've had, you know, to really put on performance in what was the second game, I guess, in front of fans again after a difficult period. You know, it was a special moment, and there's not much more I can really say about that. It's just, it was a special moment, thoroughly enjoyable, and obviously I'm guessing the whole town enjoyed it as well.
Oh, it certainly did, and the 2 goals as well. I mean, it was just right moment, right time. I mean, you just think someone was looking down on you at this point, thinking like, just here you go, it's been put on a plate for you?
Yeah, I think it's exactly how you said. It was the right moment at the right time. You know, throughout the season, you probably find yourself in those positions a lot and you don't get the ball, or you get the ball and then you're immediately under pressure, you know. So to get 2 opportunities like that on the edge of the box and to score them was quite special, obviously. And you know, I guess you could say it's a bit of luck, but at the end of the day, it was we worked on it in training. You know, the day before the final, we had a shooting drill and I scored them all. So you know, a bit of repetition is nice, and you know, it was a fantastic day for myself and obviously my family back home watching as well. Was a special moment. Am
I right in saying that Neil Critchley earlier in the season was a bit like, listen, just be careful shooting from, you know, your 30, 40 yards type thing, and you kind of, you know, at this point proved him wrong in a way. Obviously it was a little bit closer. Yeah.
Obviously the time he was talking about that in the video sessions, he was right. I was shooting from too far out and then it went 20 yards over the bar. So, you know, it was just a bit of jokes, you know. I wasn't serious or anything. He's always encouraged shooting around the box if we get the chance. You know, as you're 18 yards out, you know, it's a good chance to score. But yeah, obviously, you know, delighted to do my part for the team. But of course, it wasn't just me. It was the whole squad that ultimately, you know, got us in that position throughout the season, and then on the magical Sunday we got up.
And then playing in internationals straight after. I mean, it was just it's been a perfect summer for you, really, hasn't it? From the final to playing international games.
Yeah, it was a good month, a good couple of weeks. Obviously, I gained 3 caps straight after that. You know, so it was 4 days later, I think, after the final, 4 or 5 days, that I got my first cap. You know, which is another special moment, completely different. Club football, international football, but equally as special, and it's something I'll treasure for the rest of my life, really. You know, so that 2-3 weeks for me was really special, and you know, it's kind of one of those things as a footballer, you don't really appreciate it as much when it happens. It's more something to look back on, and I'm sure in a few years when I look back on it all, it'll mean a lot more.
People say that about club and international football. For me, obviously, I've not been playing at the highest level. What is the difference for people that certainly don't know? And we hear it a lot. We heard it a lot in the Euros and stuff like that. What is that difference between club and international?
It's hard to really tell, to put a finger on it, to be honest, because obviously everyone's passionate about their own country. You know, they want to represent their own country, but at the same time, at club level, you see each other every day, you work with each other every day, you know, you get really close to your teammates. So that forms its own special bond. Some players prefer that, some players prefer international football. I guess it's down to the individual, but you know, I try to keep those two things separate because I feel they are. One's club football, they pay you wages, and you know, last season was fantastic. You know, it was great to be at Blackpool Football Club, and then obviously in the international stage to earn my first 3 caps. Again, special moment, and really special moment for my family and friends back home watching. Obviously, I haven't seen them for a while, so they all sent me their messages and congratulations.
Yeah, there's a lot of Blackpool fans I know as well that certainly became Australia fans when you were playing as well, voting man of the match and stuff like that. I mean, that must have been nice.
Yeah, obviously it's nice. It's always nice when the fans get involved. They sort of hijack Twitter a little bit. But it's nice. It's nice to know that they like me, and you know, I'm just working hard to sort of repay them, and hopefully I did that last season.
To watch the full episode of the preview show and even more exclusive content, sign up to a Tangerine TV membership for just $1.99 a month. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We'll see you next week.